Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, something a little bit different. I'm going to ask the angels which angels are around the royal family right now. This is my favorite little angel. Can you see? And it stands up. It's a little praying. Oh, jeez. You stand it up, and it's a little praying angel. Has a little bit of bling, just enough little bit of sparkle on her. And I have her right here on the tarot table, always watching over me. So I'm going to be using angel blessing cards, cards of sacred guidance and inspiration. Now, these cards are ancient. Well, they aren't really. I got them in 1995. That's how long I've had them. And there's, you can use them either way. You can ask the cards which angel is with me today, or you can pull one up that you want to be with you that day. And it's got a great book inside, Angel Blessings. It's, well, you can see how I've I've gone over it many times. So really, I love these cards to bits. I would never part with these ones. So don't even try. So anyway, so I thought we would, I'm just going to get this out of the way. I think we would start with those who need their angels the most, or, I mean, you always have your angels with you, but let's see. Let's start with Charles. What angel is around Charles right now? What angel is around Charles right now? What angel is around Charles right now? Oh, Nisroch, freedom. Well, isn't that interesting? Freedom from the chains that bind you. Oh, look at this one, wanted to jump out too. Unity. Interesting, these are very dark cards. Freedom from the chains that bind you. This could be freedom from his illness, right? And unity within the family, trying to create unity within in the family. Shekinah and Nisroch, freedom and unity. So let's hope it's freedom from his illness. This angel Nisroch is helping him, right? Because he is quite chained down by this illness now. So freedom from his illness and unity in the family. And I think that's exactly what that family needs right now. So thank you, Shekinah and Nisroch. And these are long-term angels. This angel's going to stick around for quite a while. These are higher numbers. So they're working hard. They're sticking around. I'm wondering if, because this angel here is holding a small like child, I wonder if this has something to do with him healing with Harry. I wonder. All right. Okay, let's see. Camilla. We'll just go down the line of succession, skipping the minor children. Camilla. What angel is around Camilla right now? 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 Oh, I guess this one popped out. Zachariel. Surrender. Surrender to what's going on. And you think about it, that's what she's done this week. She's just surrendered and said, you know what, I'm tired. I'm going to take a break. So that's surrendering. That's surrendering to reality and saying, yeah, I'm really tired. I need a break. Surrender to what is, rather than fight through it. So thank you, Zachariel. Surrender. That's really nice for her. That's more really gentle, isn't it? Okay, so that angel is teaching Camilla her limits, to surrender to your limits. And I think that's a great lesson for all of us. All right, so let's go to William. What angel is around William right now? And like I said, you have access to all the angels at all the time, but every now and then a certain angel will concentrate on you if the need is great and stick with you. What angel is around William right now? What angel is around William right now? What angel is around William right now? Cards are ready. Another. Stamera. Forgiveness. Stamera, forgiveness. Wonder what he needs to be forgiven for. Forgiveness. Interesting. This is this a lady here with long dark hair. I wonder, you know what? I have a funny feeling that the picture we saw of Catherine today, I'm recording this on March the 4th. I wonder if he has forgiveness about how it's all been handled in the media. I know I've the last two readings I've done, he's been very staunch about nothing and no media whatsoever, and social media has run amok with such vile, vicious things. I wonder if he's asking forgiveness from Catherine for handling it that way. I'm looking at like this black screen. Think of this black screen as your phone, your iPad, your computer, TV, right? And here's the angel helping bridge this forgiveness. Sorry, I think we maybe handled this the wrong way. We let it get out of control. So that's the angel that is working with him right now, and possibly Catherine as well. She showed up here as well. So that reading I didn't sugarcoat it as some people claim I did. I said they were arguing about the way that it was handled in the media. And this card shows that they're healing that right now. And I believe my last reading I did, they were healing. It was healing. And I said, watch, we're going to see something from Catherine soon, even if it's waving from a car window on the way to church or something. And we saw that today. All right. Apparently the photo is not allowed to be shown in the UK. So there must be a block. And it's shown on page 6, and I believe TMZ, or you say TMZ in the States. All right, Catherine, I gotta clear that. So that's interesting. Catherine, what angel is working with Catherine right now? 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 Oh, Phanuel Hope. Oh, I love this. And look, there's the 3 children. I'm just looking again. Yeah, so there's William and the 3 children. So this is Hope. Hope. Oh, I love this. And this 40. So this angel is really working hard with her and will stick around with her for at least 40 days and nights, which is Lent, right? And then there's Easter time. So that's interesting that matches up with Lent exactly. Yeah, and then there comes Easter, and we'll see them as a complete family at Easter time. But the angel of hope is working really hard with Catherine right now. Probably hope that she's well enough by Easter. Hope that she's back on her feet sooner or later. She's sitting down in this picture, so that's why I said to get back up on her feet. Yeah, I think I love this for her. That's awesome. That's awesome. I still stand that we're going to see her at Easter, and the palace backs me up, and my cards have always backed me up on that. All right, so who's next? Who's next? Oh, I know. Andrew's next. No, Anne is. I thought I was going to do line of succession, but we'll just do age. We'll just do age, skipping over the minors. So Anne is next. What angel is working with Anne? I'll tell you, that angel's working overtime right now. What angel is working with Anne? They're all working really hard, but I don't know. I don't know if Anne would take too much on of that. Of course she would, but she'd be like, "Hey, I'm good. I can take it from here. I've got it from here." I can hear her saying, "I've got it from here. You're good." Okay, so Princess Royal, Princess Anne. Which angel is working with Princess Anne right now? What angel is working with Princess Anne right now? Oh, another answer. Oh, blessings. Amarushea. Blessings. So, boy, this is telling me that Anne her karma is really, really coming for her right now in a good way. Like all her hard work is going to pay off, all her loyalty to her mother, to her children, to her grandchildren. Blessings are just going to start to come showering down on her. And I've got a big, oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. I've got to pick up this one too. Truth. Amatel, isn't that interesting? I was getting an urge to pick this one up just as the clock was ringing. The truth is going to come out soon, and that's going to be a blessing to Anne, that she doesn't have to hold these lies and these secrets in anymore. The truth will set you free. The truth. Amatel, Amarushea, blessings, and Amatel, truth. And that almost looks like Anne, doesn't it, with her, the way she wears her hair, and sitting on the throne. How many of us call her Queen Anne? Maybe that's why. Maybe we're picking up that strong male energy. Like you think, look at the scepter and the orb. Maybe that's why we pick up such strong Queen Anne energy, is because this angel is around her. And if there is any royal that you'd ever want the truth from, I would go first to Anne. And I think you can agree with me on that. I think she's no nonsense, doesn't understand the need for fluff and lying. I love that for Anne. Okay, great. Okay, so Timothy, her husband Timothy. I know I always skip over him, but for some reason he's been in my radar lately. Timothy, who's working with Timothy? Which angel's working with Timothy? Cards are ready. Oh, the same one. Stamera, forgiveness. Wow, that's strange. I mean, I don't think he's done a step. Maybe it has more to do with his own children. Again, this black box here reminds me of like a phone. This card wants to play. Beauty. Iophel, beauty. Maybe he needs forgiveness for himself. Prosperity, Fortunata. I wonder if because he has his own wealth. I wonder if he's made like a bad investment, and so he has to forgive himself about that. Right? We don't know. He's a private person. We don't have to know his investments or anything, but I think he needs to give himself some investments over some kind of investment that he made. He has to give himself some kind of grace, forgiveness over something. Or I wonder if we're going to hear something in something. Wow, didn't expect that. And I wonder if that's why he's been on my radar lately. I might have to do a reading about him. But he's private. And that's why I don't like doing too much. All right, so let's go to Peter. We haven't heard too much from Peter lately. Peter. Nature. Ariel. The angel of nature. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we hear a lot from him because I think he enjoys just being outside, and he shows up for the right ceremonies in church, and other than that, he's out enjoying his life. He's out enjoying nature. Or maybe this angel's really prominent because they want him to go out and enjoy nature a little bit more. We see Zara enjoys her horses and whatnot, and so maybe this angel is getting him out. I believe he plays polo as well, and so maybe he needs to get out and go camping, that kind of thing. It's springtime almost in the UK, so the angel of nature. Who knows? Maybe he needs to eat more natural foods. Zara. Zara. Now I know Zara and Mike have put their red velvet rope around readings, but we can see what angel is around Zara right now. What angel is around Zara right now? Oh, Israfel, music, playing, enjoying, creating. And again, I'm getting called to pull these ones up. Fire and wisdom. Music, fire, wisdom. I think we're going to see her become more creative, much more creative. This is interesting. Music. I never thought of her as musical, but maybe that's why the angel is there, because that's just creating harmony. Just creating harmony, wisdom, and fire. That's being very passionate about what you know. And look at this, even this fire one is conducting something. I wonder if she's going to start teaching, not music per se, just anything. I wonder if she's going to start teaching like how to ride the horses for like her equestrian. She's going to start sharing her wisdom with people, her what people look up to for her, right? This person's looking up with this music. So I think something that people look up to her about, her question, her horsey set. But don't be surprised if she starts teaching soon. All right, Mike. Mike is actually de facto William's brother now. Well, they'll be an older brother, but I'm so glad that William has somebody that close. I mean, obviously they're close because when you see them out as a family, the children are very comfortable around them, and that's how my big thing. If the children are comfortable around this person, you know they're good. They're in. Mike Tyndall, which angel's around Mike right now? Prosperity, Fortunata. Yeah, okay, so they are having a good time. So his investments this angel's helping them with their investments. Again, they're private citizens with their own income. He's made quite a bit of his own money, and that looks like it's going to continue. Okay, all right, Mike. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? He seems to be a magnet for money. All right. So now we're going to go to Andrew. Andrew, which angel is around Andrew? Which angel is around Andrew? Which angel is around? Which angel is working with Andrew? Which angel is working with Andrew? Which angel is working with Andrew? Wisdom. Oh, yeah. Know when to be quiet. Look at that. This angel. And you know what? Look at this is the red hair. I wonder if this angel is trying to teach him to listen to Sarah a little bit. Wisdom, the angel of wisdom. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Angel of wisdom. Well, that's good. Hopefully that'll keep him away from any kind of interviews or commenting on any kind of these drops that are coming from court and whatnot. So wisdom, the angel of wisdom. And I like the way that finger was up, shushing him. Just, he's the one who should be never complain, never explain. All right, Sarah, let's clear that up. Sarah, which angel is working the most with Sarah right now? Which angel is working the most with Sarah right now? Which angel is working the most with Sarah right now? Which angel is working the most with Sarah right now? Thought, Metatron. Thought, 11, that's interesting because the Justice card is number 11 and that's Libra. So working with her mindset, working with her thoughts, keeping positive, keeping mind over matter, mind over body, thought. Keep your thoughts clear, pure. Don't fall into despair. I'm getting a lot of black on here, so don't fall into despair. Keep your thoughts bright and shiny and new. Oh, that makes sense. Keep your mindset up. And she did look happy at that Thanksgiving service. She was smiling and So that obviously the angel's working overtime with her, and it's getting through to her. All right, Beatrice. I'm not going to do the husbands. I'll just do the Beatrice and Eugenie. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Beatrice. What angel is working the most with Beatrice right now? Thought. So it's mother-daughter really working with each other, keeping positive thoughts. They could be trying to do some kind of manifestation, trying to keep the darkness away and keeping their thoughts bright and shiny. You saw how many times I shuffled it. I mean, you can't make this up. Yeah, so I think they're both working with Metatron right now to keep their thoughts positive thinking, positive mindset. Keep the darkness away. All right, well, that's interesting. So let's see, Eugenie. Which angel's working with Eugenie? And yeah, you know what? Angels are, it's their energy, it's their essence. They can work with a million people at the same time if they want, or if they need to. So it's not like you're hogging an angel to yourself when you want to work. They can scatter themselves into millions and millions of pieces of energy to work with you. Eugenie, what angel is working with Eugenie right now? Cards are ready. Oh, whoops. Aniel, sexuality. Wow, that's interesting because she has the 2 babies, so maybe she's kind of struggling with being a mom and maybe some body image issues, and so this angel here is helping her with her sexuality. That might be a little bit too much information. Sorry, Eugenie, we'll move on from that. Whoops, sorry. Don't mean to embarrass anybody. All right, so let's go to Edward now. Edward, what angel is mostly working with Edward right now? And we won't do their children. They're still a little bit too young. I know Lady Louise is probably old enough, but I don't know. I just don't. It still feels a little intrusive for her. Edward. What angel is mostly with Edward right now? Resurrection. Gabriel, number 4. Oh, I love this for him. Now, for months and months, over 6 months, we did not see Edward and Sophie together. And on Valentine's Day, I did their reading, and it was like Sophie was like, I'm done. Something has to change, or I'm out of here. And for the last couple of weeks, we've seen them together. Doing like they're skiing this week. What were they the other day together? And I thought, oh, I really like that. So this resurrection, I think they've reignited their marriage. I think the dark clouds are behind them and the light is starting to shine. Whatever he's been through, the stress he's been through, we have all noticed how much weight he's lost. I was picking up a little bit of depression after losing both his parents and whatnot. And the light is coming through. So Gabriel has been working very hard. This is also the judgment card. That's Gabriel, the angel up there for the resurrection, for the second chances. So I love this for him. I really love this for him. His days are getting brighter. Everything's getting a second chance. Excellent. Thank you. I love that. Thank you, Angel Gabriel, working so hard with Edward. Now let's see Sophie's. Right? And Edward took a week off himself. And then he came roaring back. I can't remember what him and Sophie did together. I thought, oh, interesting. Now they're skiing together. I mean, that's the first time they've been on a trip together in months. They were solo traveling. Sophie. What angel's working the most with Sophie right now? Nathaniel, fire, passion, creativity. She did have a certain glow about her last time I saw her. Like, she certainly didn't look like she's exhausted from doing, too much or carrying some extra duties and whatnot around. It's like she's got this renewed passion for being a royal. And of course, if Edward is resurrecting and he's feeling better and there's light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train and days are getting brighter, of course she's going to feel more passionate about work, about life, about her marriage, about everything. And if you look at this angels looking up, there's nowhere to go but up for Sophie right now. I think they both have hit, I'm not going to say rock bottom, absolutely not, but I think they've both hit a low point and now they're moving up again together. Interesting, that other angel, he was pointing up, and this angel also is pointing up with the same hand in the same direction. Very, very cool. Thank you, angels. Love that. All right. I'm going to do one for the Duke of Kent because, as we know, we've seen him. I believe he has a walking stick now, and I've done some readings on him that, let's just say, I don't know how much vim and vigor he has, but yet he's still working. Let's see, Duke of Kent. Oh, interesting. Adoration. Yeah, I like this for him, that this angel is working with him to remind him that people actually do adore him and people are acknowledging him and, really like him and appreciate everything he does. When you get this angel, sometimes it means that you don't have very high self-esteem, or you're like, why am I doing this? Like, you want to give up hope or you want to give it up. And this angel's working with you and going, no, you're doing really good. People really admire you for what you're doing. And start to notice your adoration rather than your frustration. And, especially when you're dealing with health issues and whatnot, maybe he's embarrassed to be out with a stick, right? People are, have their own little isms like that, and we're all human, and God bless you if you do. Some people, it doesn't matter if they have a stick or not, and other people are quite embarrassed. It just depends where you're coming from. And so this angel's working with him. You're adored just the way you are. And to remind him on a constant basis. He doesn't need it for long. It's only a number 3. But that's what he's dealing with right now. Sometimes you look at a picture of yourself and you're like, oh, do I look that old? Or do I look, I should have worn something else. And this angel's like, you're fine. They love you. You're doing great. Thank you. So this is the angel that's working with him right now. Let's ask and see the angels around Prince Michael Kent and Gabriel and the whole family right now. What angel is mostly working with that family, with Prince Michael Kent's family right now? The whole family. Because, when a death like that occurs, it affects everyone significantly. Cards are ready. Wisdom. That's interesting. Wisdom, and again, the fingers on the, maybe the wisdom not to let too much out in the media. Maybe the wisdom of, I'm getting like, stop asking why with that finger, stop asking why, quit pointing fingers. Maybe zagzaggle is trying to help them through this with wisdom. I'm being called to call this one too. Fire, Nathaniel, and fire and wisdom. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Why passion? And even this is a red card. A red card. I wonder if they're supposed to be looking for red flags. or interesting that maybe just energy, just giving them the energy and the wisdom to get through this. All right. Well, bless them. Rest in peace for Timothy. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought of this reading. It's kind of nice to get a break from the gossip. All right. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.